हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, आज पढ़ने वाले सुपरपोजिशन ऑफ वेव का सुपरपोजिशन ऑफ वेव्स चैप्टर का सब टॉपिक सोनोमीटर। ओके, तो इसके पहले अपन ने अलग अलग एक्सप्रेशंस लिए, जैसे लॉ ऑफ लॉज ऑफ वाइब्रेटिंग स्ट्रिंग ले दे, जिसमें फर्स्ट ला ले दे, सेकंड ला, थर्ड ला। ओके, जो फंडामेंटल फ्रीक्वेंसी है n इक्वल टू 1/2L स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ T बाई एम, तो उस फॉर्मूले से अपन ने 3 लॉज बनाए थे। ठीक है, अब देखते हैं सोनोमीटर। देन व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ सोनोमीटर। तो यहाँ पे एक डायग्राम ड्रॉ किए। ठीक है, तो सोनोमीटर कंसिस्ट ऑफ ए hollow wooden box. It's a rectangular wooden box बोल सकते हो। Hello rectangular wooden box. Okay, then the while it is running over the wooden box of its length, one end of the wire is fixed to the hook. This is the hook, and other end it is passes over the pulley. This is the pulley, and free end of the wire is connected to the hanger by the slotted weights. Okay, weights, different weights are to be changed. Then there are two knife edges, bridges बोल सकते हैं। ठीक है, P and Q नाम लिखते हैं, P and Q. There are two bridges. It is movable along its length. सोनोमीटर की जो लेंथ है उसके लेंथ के along उसको मूव कर सकते हैं। It is the movable P and Q, two bridges. Okay. Then is the tension means slotted weights changes the slotted weight means the tension of the string vary. Okay, it is increases or decreases depends upon the weights added or removed. Then the middle of the two bridges PQ is wire plugged at the middle of the two bridges. It is the plug. Then it is produces a transfer show, and these transfer shows are reflected from the end of the wire. It is P and Q means from the bridges it gets reflected, means transfer shows are reflected and produces a stationary wave. It is the standing wave. Means this produce. Then the length of the in between P and Q are length between the two bridges is the vibrating length. It is the vibrating length of the wire. This is the wire, like that a string means it is like that a wire. Okay, then this string it is vibrate also by using the tuning fork. Tuning fork this is the tuning fork. Okay, इसको बोलते हैं tuning fork. This is the stem and this is the prongs. There are two prongs. When the prongs of the tuning fork vibrate by strike the rubber pad पे strike करके क्या करता है, vibrate करना है. Then stem of the tuning fork it is held near the middle of the PQ or middle of the two bridges. It is contact with the sound box. It is also called a sound box. It is this vibration of the string. It is like that a wire instrument. It is the musical instrument. जैसे वायलिन है, गिटार है, तानपुरा है, etc. Okay, this is the sound box भी बोल सकते हैं इसको. It is the sound box. It is vibrate the very large mass of the air inside the box. Box के अंदर में क्या है कि एक एयर है. It is the vibrating air भी बोल सकते हैं. It is also vibrate. Then stem of the tuning fork it is contact with the middle of PQ of the wooden box. अब wooden box को अगर अपन contact में कर रखे, then the frequency of the tuning fork, it is the natural frequency, and frequency of the tuning fork is equal to the frequency of the vibrating string. They are equal. It is the resonance condition. It is equal means the string vibrate with maximum amplitude. Okay. Then one such method to determine the produces the resonance condition. So the paper rider, R is the paper rider. It is the small piece of the paper is placed in between two bridges P and Q. R is the paper rider. When the frequency of the tuning fork, it is the natural frequency. The frequency of the tuning fork is equal to the frequency of the vibrating string. They are equal. Then it is this string, it is produces a maximum amplitude. It is vibrating with the maximum amplitude. Means maximum amplitude. Then the frequency of the tuning fork and frequency of the string, they are matched. They are equal. Then it is vibrate the maximum amplitude, and this paper rider or paper, it is thrown off. Okay. Then by using the solometer, the verify the laws of the string. It is the first law of length. It is the second law of tension, and third law, it is the law of mass per unit length. It is the linear density. Okay. Then by using the sonometer to verification of first law vibrating string, it is the law of length. Okay. Means frequency of the vibrating string is inversely proportional to the length of the vibrating string. Okay. तो n proportional to 1 by L. ये फॉर्मूला आपको वेरीफाई करना है. n proportional to 1 by L. Then first, to measure the length of the wire and mass of the wire, length of the wire and mass of the wire. Then find the mass per unit length, with small m. It is the mass per unit length of a wire is to be determined. It's mass per unit length of the wire and mass of the wire is measured to find the mass per unit length of the wire. It is the linear density. Okay, this is the linear density. Then the wire is placed on the sonometer box. It is the sound box, and other free end is connected to the slotted weights. It is the free end. So the हैंगर से क्या करना है, स्लॉटेड वेट को कनेक्ट करना है. देन द सर्टेन टेंशन इज अप्लाइड. सर्टेन टेंशन इज अप्लाइड by using the slotted weights. By applied the slotted weight to change the tension of the string. It is the capital T. Okay. Capital T is the mass into G. Mg means tension of the string. It is applied by using the slotted weights. Then the tuning fork of frequency N1. N1 is the frequency of tuning fork. Tuning fork. Okay, frequency of the tuning fork. Then the light paper piece of paper is placed in between the two bridges. It is the paper rider. It is called a paper rider method. The frequency of tuning fork. When the tuning fork is vibrate, when strike the rubber pad, and the stem of the tuning fork is held in contact with the wooden box. Wooden box को क्या करना है, उसका जो stem है ये contact में लेना है. Then the length of the wire between the two bridges is changed in such a way that the frequency of the tuning fork is exactly equal to the length of the frequency of the length of the vibrating string. They are the resonance condition. Then when the frequency of the tuning fork and the frequency of the vibrating string, when they are exactly equal, they are matched, then the string vibrate with the maximum amplitude and this paper is thrown off. Therefore, the set of the tuning fork N1, N2, N3 are given, and L1, L2, L3 are the corresponding vibrating length is to be determined, is to be noted. N1, N2, L3 are up to are the frequency of the tuning fork. It is the set of the tuning fork, and L1, L2, L3 are the length of the vibrating string for corresponding the frequency of the tuning fork is to be noted. Therefore, we observe that N1 L1 equal to N2 L2 equal to N3 L3 इक्वल टू कांस्टेंट. ठीक है. और जो मल्टीप्लिकेशन है फ्रीक्वेंसी ट्यूनिंग फोर्क की फ्रीक्वेंसी एंड करस्पॉन्डिंग वाइब्रेटिंग लेंथ, दे आर द मल्टीप्लिकेशन ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसी एंड लेंथ. तो N1 L1, N1 is the frequency of the first tuning fork and corresponding vibrating length L1 between the two bridges, because the frequency of the tuning fork and frequency of the vibrating string, they are exactly equal. So N1 L1, we observe that N1 L1 equal to N2 L2 equal to N3 L3 equal to constant. So therefore Nn equal to constant when T and M are constant. Therefore N proportional to 1 by N. And verify in this way, verify the first law. It is the law of length by using the sonometer wire. Then second, verification of second law. It is the law of tension. Verification of second law. Second law. Then second law, frequency is directly proportional to square root of tension of the string. This frequency of the vibrating string is directly proportional to square root of the tension of the string. It is the second law. It is the law of tension भी बोल सकते. Then the length of the wire and mass again measure, and the mass per unit length means small m is to be determined. Means small m equal to mass per unit length. Then the tuning fork. Select the one tuning fork, first tuning fork of frequency N1, and it is vibrate by striking the rubber pad, and its stem is held in contact with the wooden box, and the frequency of the tuning fork is equal to frequency of the vibrating string, but they are not equal. Then the length of the length between the two bridges is to be fixed. It is constant, and the tension of the string is to be changed by using the slotted weight. Weight increases or decreases. Then again the frequency of the tuning fork is exactly equal to the frequency of the vibrating string. Means the wire vibrate with the maximum amplitude, and the piece of the paper is thrown off. Means these two frequencies are resonance. Then N1 is the given frequency and corresponding to the tension of the string T1. Therefore, the set of the tuning fork N1, N2, N3 and corresponding to the tension of the string T1, T2, T3, etc. is to be noted by using the resonance condition. Resonance condition means N1 is the frequency of the tuning fork, the corresponding tension of the string by using the slotted weight. It is increases or decreases. Then the frequency of the tuning fork and the frequency of the vibrating string, they are equal. It is the exactly equal. Therefore, then we observe that N1 divided by square root of T1 equal to N2 divided by square root of T2 equal to N3 divided by square root of T3 equal to constant. So therefore, N divided by square root of T equal to constant when L and M are constant. Means length of the string, vibrating string and mass per unit length, it is the linear density are constant. Therefore, N proportional to square root of T. This is the verify the second law. It is the law of टेंशन. उसको अपन लॉ ऑफ टेंशन भी बोल सकते हैं. ओके. Third is the verification of third law of a vibrating string. It is the law of mass per unit length. Okay, means that is n is inversely proportional to square root of mass per unit length. This is the third law. Okay. Then consider the two wires of different length, L1 and L2. L1 is the length of the vibrating string of the first wire and L2 is the length of the vibrating string of the second wire. Okay, and different masses per unit length. It is the linear density M1 and M2. Then by using the first wire, then again the frequency of the tuning fork is set to vibrate by strike on the rubber pad, and the stem is held in contact with the middle of the two bridges with the wooden box, and the frequency of the tuning fork is equal to the frequency of the vibrating length of the vibrating string. It is the frequency of the vibrating string. It is equal to the L1 and linear density M1. Then same tuning fork is set to be vibrate, and stem is contact by using the second wire. It is the second wire, and the frequency of the tuning fork is equal to the frequency of the vibrating of the string. Means the corresponding length of the vibrating string is equal to L2, and in the first wire T1 is the tension, T1 is the tension applied to the first wire, and in the second wire this is the tension applied in the first and the second. It is constant. Therefore, L1 square root of M1 L1 is the vibrating length of the string. They are in the resonance condition, and M1 is the mass per unit length of the first wire is equal to L2 square root of M2. L2 is the vibrating length of the second wire and M2 is the corresponding mass per unit length of the second wire. L1 square root of M1 equal to L2 square root of M2 because the frequency of the two vibrating of the two wires, they are equal. L1 square root of M1 equal to L2 square root of M2. Therefore, L square root of M equal to constant. This is the value of constant. Equation number 1. But according to the first law, then it is the law of length. So what is the first law? N is inversely proportional to length of the vibrating string. Means N proportional to 1 by N. So N proportional to L. So 1 divided by square root of M. When L and T are constant. Okay, so this is the verification of the third law. It is the law of mass per unit length or law of linear density. It is the first law. Sorry, it is the third law. Means N proportional to 1 by square root of M. Next is the beats. Then beats is the interesting phenomena of the superposition of waves. ठीक है, superposition of waves ये beats का एक interesting phenomena है. Okay, when the two sound waves having the equal amplitude but slightly different frequency. दो साउंड वेव्स लेना है जिसका एम्पलीट्यूड इक्वल है बट स्लाइटली डिफरेंट फ्रीक्वेंसी है एंड दे ट्रेवल इन द सेम डायरेक्शन एंड दे आर सुपरपोज्ड ओके एंड प्रोड्यूसेस ए रिजल्टेंट वेव्स एंड दिस रिजल्टेंट वेव्स इट इज प्रोड्यूस अल्टरनेट मैक्सिमम एम्पलीट्यूड इट इज कॉल्ड ए वैक्सिंग एंड मिनिमम एम्पलीट्यूड इट इज कॉल्ड ए वैनिंग वैक्सिंग एंड वैनिंग. तो यहाँ पे लिख सकते हैं अपन कि मैक्सिमम एम्पलीट्यूड it is called a waxing and minimum or zero amplitude is called a waning. Waxing and waning. Maximum amplitude it is called a waxing and minimum amplitude it is called a waning. Maximum amplitude waxing or minimum amplitude waning. Then the one waxing and successive one waning, it is called a beats. It is the beats. Okay, उसको बोलेंगे अपन beats. One waxing and successive one waning, it is called a beats. The number of beats heard per second is called a frequency of beats. It is called a frequency of beats. Number of beats heard per second is called a frequency of beats. Then obtain an expression of the beats frequency. Obtain an expression of the beats frequency or show that the frequency produces when the two waves are superposed to each other having equal amplitude and slightly different frequency. The frequency produces of the two sound waves is equal to difference of the frequency of two waves. Means n equal to n1 minus n2. It is the difference. n1 greater than n2. Then consider the two sound waves are two sound waves of the equation. Then first equation y1 equal to a sin 2 pi nt minus x divided by lambda 1 n1. and y2 equal to a sin 2 pi into t minus x by lambda 2 second. Okay, this is the equation of the progressive wave. It is the equation of the progressive wave. It is the equation of sound waves. Y1 equal to a sin 2 pi n1t minus x by lambda 1 and y2 equal to a sin 2 pi n2t minus x by lambda 2. But assume that the listener is at x equal to 0. Okay, assume that by simplicity of the expression or simplicity of the equation, y1 equal to a sin 2 pi n1t x 0 divided by n value 0 n1t third and y2 equal to a sin 2 pi n2t fourth number where n1 greater than n2. Then according to the principle of superposition of waves, y equal to y1 plus y2 then equal to a sin 2 pi n1t plus a sin 2 pi n2t. Then a common in bracket sin 2 pi n1t plus sin 2 pi n2t. Okay. Then by using sin c plus sin d equal to, then what is the formula of sin c plus sin d? 2 sin c plus d by 2 into cos c minus d by 2. ओके, अगर साइन साइन का अगर एडिशन है तो साइन साइन का अगर एडिशन है तो पहले साइन लेना बाद में कॉस लेना, और साइन साइन का अगर सब्ट्रैक्शन है यहाँ पे माइनस साइन आता है तो माइनस साइन आता है तो 2 कॉस लेना और साइन लेना, बाकी जो ब्रैकेट है c प्लस डी बाई 2 c माइनस डी बाई 2 एज इट इज रखना है। और cos c प्लस cos d का अगर फॉर्मूला है cos की अगर एडिशन है cos c प्लस cos d तो 2 दोनों में cos लेना, और माइनस अगर है cos c माइनस cos d तो दोनों साइन लेना है लेकिन आगे में माइनस साइन आता है। ओके, तो sin c प्लस sin d ये फॉर्मूला यूज करना है। तो c की वैल्यू क्या है 2 पाई n1t और d की वैल्यू है 2 पाई n2t। तो y इक्वल टू a इन ब्रैकेट 2 sin c प्लस d बाई 2 पाई n1t प्लस 2 पाई n2t divided by 2 into cos 2 pi n1t minus 2 pi n2t divided by 2 then equal to 2a sin 2 अगर कॉमन निकाल दे तो 2 कैंसिल होता है, मींस इन ब्रैकेट pi n1t या 2 पाई अगर कॉमन निकालते हैं n1 प्लस n2 डिवाइड बाय 2 इंटू t इंटू कॉस 2 पाई अगर कॉमन निकालते हैं n1 माइनस n2 डिवाइड बाय 2 इंटू t। ओके, देन इक्वल टू 2 को कैंसिल भी कर सकते हैं और वैसे भी रख सकते हैं। ओके, बट देन अगेन y इक्वल टू 2a cos 2 pi n1 minus n2 divided by 2 into t into sin 2 pi n1 plus n2 divided by 2 into t। but capital A equal to 2a cos 2 pi n1 minus n2 divided by 2 into t। Question number 5 So y equal to capital A sin 2 pi n1 plus n2 divided by 2 into t. But n equal to n1 plus n2 divided by 2. It is the mean value. So y equal to A sin 2 pi n t. This is the expression of the resultant displacement of the two waves. It is the resultant displacement of the two waves. This is the progress wave. This n is the frequency. N is the frequency. It is the mean frequency of the two frequencies n1 and n2, and A is the resultant amplitude. It is the resultant amplitude capital A. Then there are two conditions and two cases. Case 1, the intensity of the sound waves. Intensity of the sound waves is directly proportional to square of the amplitude. Means maximum amplitude it is the waxing. Maximum amplitude, it is called a waxing. Then capital A equal to plus minus 2a. A is the amplitude of the first wave and A is the amplitude of the second wave. Then what is the maximum amplitude? A plus A, 2a. So plus minus 2a depends upon the direction. Which direction of the waves it travels. So A equal to plus minus 2a. Then from equation 5, 2a cos 2 pi n1 minus n2 divided by 2 into t equal to plus minus 2a. Then plus minus 2a plus minus 2a cancel is cos 2 pi n1 minus n2 divided by 2 into t equal to plus minus 1. But cos 0 means plus 1, cos pi minus 1, cos 2 pi plus 1, 3 pi etc equal to plus minus 1. So therefore अब cos of the angle equal to plus 1 कब आएगा? Cos of the angle cos 0 अगर है तो plus 1, cos pi minus 1, cos 2 pi plus 1, cos 3 pi minus 1. Okay, so therefore 2 pi in bracket n1 minus n2 divided by 2 into t equal to 0 रह सकता है ये pi, 2 pi, 3 pi etc. Okay, so t equal to t is the type of successive waxing. Okay, जो बिट्स जो प्रोड्यूस होता है सुपरपोजिशन ऑफ वेव्स उसमें जो वैक्सिंग और वेनिंग अल्टरनेट प्रोड्यूस होते हैं तो वैक्सिंग प्रोड्यूस होने का टाइम कौन सा है तो t इक्वल टू निकालना है तो t इक्वल टू अगर सिंप्लीफाई करते हैं तो ये 2 कैंसिल पाई यहाँ पे डिवाइड में गया और n1 माइनस n2 डिवाइड में इसका मतलब t की वैल्यू पहले आएंगे 0 सेकंड लेफ्ट हैंड साइड इक्वल टू राइट हैंड साइड सेकंड टर्म उसको अगर सॉल्व करते तो उसमें क्या आता है देखते हैं 2 पाई या 2 कैंसिल भी कर सकते हैं पाई इन ब्रैकेट n1 माइनस n2 into t इक्वल टू क्योंकि ये 2 और 2 कैंसिल ओके तो इक्वल टू पाई अब पाई पाई अगर कैंसिल करते तो n1 माइनस n2 into t इक्वल टू 1 इसका मतलब t इक्वल टू 1 बाय n1 माइनस n2 तो यहाँ पे वैल्यू आती है 1 डिवाइड बाय n1 माइनस n2 अब यहाँ पे 2 पाई है तो 2 डिवाइड बाय n1 माइनस n2 यहाँ पे 3 पाई है लेफ्ट हैंड साइड इक्वल टू 3 पाई तो यहाँ पे 3 डिवाइड बाय n1 माइनस n2 these are the type of successive waxing then time interval between the time interval between between two successive waxing is called period. Time interval between the two successive waxing is called period. So capital T equal to, when capital T equal to, इससे ये वैल्यू सब्ट्रैक्ट कीजिए या इससे ये वैल्यू सब्ट्रैक्ट कीजिए या इससे ये वैल्यू सब्ट्रैक्ट कीजिए, उसका आंसर आता है 1 डिवाइड बाय n1 माइनस n. तो therefore frequency of the beats reciprocal of the time period, so n equal to n1 minus n2. Equation number 7. Okay, so n equal to n1 minus n2. N is the frequency of the beats is equal to difference of the frequency of two waves. ये show that करने के लिए आता है 4 मार्क के लिए. Show that the frequency of the beats is equal to difference of the frequency of two waves. दो वेव की फ्रीक्वेंसी, तो n equal to n1 minus n2. सेकंड केस लेते हैं. सेकंड केस में मिनिमम और जीरो एम्पलीट्यूड. केस नंबर 2. केस नंबर 2, minimum or zero amplitude is called waning. Again, the intensity of the sound waves is directly proportional to square of the amplitude. Amplitude का square है intensity. Intensity maximum is sound maximum. Intensity minimum is sound minimum. Okay, the minimum or zero amplitude, it is called a waning. So A equal to, therefore amplitude zero. Zero और minimum, तो minimum नहीं लिख सकते तो zero लिखेंगे. Then from equation 5, 2a cos 2 pi n1 minus n2 divided by 2 into t equal to 0. Then 2a को राइट में लिखिए, 0 divided by 2a 0 होता है, तो cos 2 pi n1 minus n2 divided by 2 into t equal to 0. But अब cos of the angle equal to 0, तो cos pi by 2 cos 90 0 होता है. Then 3 pi by 2 5 pi by 2 etc equal to 0. Therefore 2 pi n1 minus n2 divided by 2 into t equal to pi by 2 3 pi by 2 5 pi by 2 etc. Okay, अब cos of the angle equal to 0 कब आएगा, तो cos 90 cos 3 270 is 3 pi by 2 5 pi by 2 7 pi by 2 9 pi by 2 etc. इसका मतलब क्या है कि ये एंगल क्या होना चाहिए, एक तो पाई बाय 2 होना चाहिए, ये एंगल क्या होना चाहिए 3 पाई बाय 2 होना चाहिए, ये एंगल क्या होना चाहिए 5 पाई बाय 2 होना चाहिए. तो देयरफॉर अब t की वैल्यू निकलती है. t इज द टाइम ऑफ सक्सेसिव वेनिंग, क्योंकि वेनिंग की कंडीशन ये है, तो वेनिंग कौन से टाइम में प्रोड्यूस हुआ है. ठीक है, तो t इक्वल टू, अब फर्स्ट वैल्यू लेफ्ट हैंड साइड इक्वल टू राइट हैंड साइड की फर्स्ट वैल्यू को अगर सॉल्व करते हैं, ये है लीजिए 2 पाई, यहां पे रख करते हैं 2 pi n1 minus n2 divided by 2 into t equal to pi by 2. तो pi कैंसल, ये 2 और 2 कैंसल, t इक्वल टू क्या आता है 1 divided by 2 in bracket n1 minus n. ओके, स्मॉल t इक्वल टू 1 divided by 2 in bracket n1 minus n2. That is the first. Then second वैल्यू सॉल्व करना है. सेकंड वैल्यू सॉल्व करते हैं. स्मॉल t इक्वल टू इज 2 पाई, अगेन 2 पाई n1 minus n2 divided by 2 into t equal to 3 pi by 2. लेफ्ट हैंड साइड इक्वल टू 3 pi by 2. तो t की वैल्यू निकल लेंगे. t इज द टाइम ऑफ द सक्सेसिव वेनिंग. तो यहाँ पे लिखिए 2 और 2 कैंसल, पाई कैंसल, तो स्मॉल टी की वैल्यू होती है 3 डिवाइड बाय 2 इन ब्रैकेट n1 माइनस n2। ओके, यहाँ पे 3 एक्स्ट्रा है तो यहाँ पे आता है 3 डिवाइड बाय 2 इन ब्रैकेट n1 माइनस n2, 5 डिवाइड बाय 2 इन ब्रैकेट n1 माइनस n2, etc. Okay, this is the time for successive varying. This is the time for successive varying. Then the time interval between two successive varying. टाइम इंटरवल बिटवीन टू सक्सेसिव वेरिंग इज कॉल्ड पीरियड। दो टाइम का इंटरवल उसको बोलेंगे टाइम पीरियड, क्योंकि पहला वैक्सीन का भी मिला ये टाइम में, दूसरा वैक्सीन का पहला वेरिंग का भी मिला ये टाइम में, दूसरा वेरिंग मिला ये टाइम में, तीसरा वेरिंग यहाँ पे प्रोड्यूस हुआ, तो दो टाइम का इंटरवल इट इज द टाइम पीरियड। तो स्मॉल कैपिटल टी इक्वल टू टाइम पीरियड, तो इससे ये सब्ट्रैक्ट कीजिए तो दोनों का डिनोमिनेटर इक्वल है, तो 3 माइनस 1 2 होता है, 2 डिवाइड बाय ये वैल्यू और 2 2 कैंसिल होता है, तो ये आंसर आता है। ठीक है, देन द रेसिप्रोकल ऑफ द फ्रीक्वेंसी रेसिप्रोकल ऑफ द टाइम पीरियड इज कॉल्ड फ्रीक्वेंसी, द n इक्वल टू 1 बाय t। तो इसको आप और सिंपलीफाई करना चाहते हो तो इक्वल टू 1 डिवाइड बाय n1 माइनस n2, n इक्वल टू ये ऊपर जाता है n1 minus n2 okay, so this is the expression of the beats frequency, n is the beats frequency। तो इसमें जो बोर्ड में जो 4 मार्क के लिए क्वेश्चन आता है कि show that the beats frequency is equal to the difference of the frequency of two waves, तो n equal to n1 minus n2। तो ये एक लॉन्ग एक्सप्रेशन है। इसके बाद एप्लीकेशन ऑफ बीट्स है। तो इस वीडियो में स्टूडेंट्स इस वीडियो में बस इतना ही, अगले वीडियो में मिलते हैं। ओके, आज के लिए इतना ही। या बीट्स फ्रीक्वेंसी जो बोला है, बीट्स व्हाट इज द बीट्स क्या होता है, और व्हाट इज द बीट्स फ्रीक्वेंसी, नंबर ऑफ बीट्स हियर्ड पर सेकंड इज कॉल्ड बीट्स फ्रीक्वेंसी। और बीट्स फ्रीक्वेंसी का एक्सप्रेशन, उसमें दो कंडीशंस है। पहली केस 1 ली अपन ने मैक्सिमम एम्पलीट्यूड, और मैक्सिमम एम्पलीट्यूड इट इज कॉल्ड वैक्सिंग, और सेकंड केस ली मिनिमम एम्पलीट्यूड इट इज कॉल्ड वेनिंग। ठीक है, और शो दैट द फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ द बीट्स इज इक्वल टू डिफरेंस ऑफ द फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ टू वेव्स। ओके, तो आज के लिए बस इतना है। गुड बाय।